We out here vibing, we vibing, we vibing.
Day out. Let's have a review. We have a review about the bird box. So, I have a special guest here and it's Lara. Lara!
Yes!
Drama! Wait lang! Makita!
Drama! Wait lang, Drama!
Hello guys!
Tumayawa ka ngayon.
Ito na!
How many of you are there? It's the fastest way to get here is by the river, and I don't think you can make it.
May review kami about sa bird box. Ito yung project namin kay Sarchuba. Talaga kami ng bird box pero disclaimers, nabasa naming review. Si TTO, credit to the owner. So ayun. Ayon sa aming nabasa. You are totally missing the underlying message of the film. Sabi nung sa owner nito. So, sabi dito, the monster makes you commit suicide, and here, voices notice that the people labeled as mentally ill are immune to the monster and they want everyone else to see it. Saan ka na ba? Day 1.
Wait lang, hindi ko mahanap.
They want everyone else.
Sabi dito, they want everyone else to see what it's like to want to take your own life and hear voices in your head. The monster is suicide and mental illness personified. Throughout the film, you slowly watch people unravel and fall victim to their own fears and violent behavior, all symptoms of mental illness. This forces the audience to ask, now who's crazy? Without any audience to ask, now
Saka na.
mali.
Take 2! Yan. Take 2 tayo, guys.
This forces the audience to ask, now who's crazy? Without any in-depth information about the monster. All the characters are figuratively and literally left blind.
That's what the movie
We said, if you see, you die. So the second one is
Why can no one see the other monsters? Because suicide and mental illness don't have a face. It can affect anybody. In the scene in the kitchen with Sandra Bullock, or si Mallory, and Trevante Rhodes, or si Tom. Mallory says something that to effect of my sister would have never killed herself. She wasn't like that. Today we have those instances of people who were clearly exemplifying suicidal tendency before they took their own lives. But the stigma surrounding suicide and mental illness often causes people to hide those feelings rather than talk about them. We've all seen those news stories and interviews where people who were so close to a suicide victim said things like she never seemed like she'd do something like that, or everything seemed fine.
I liked it because he never got anything stuck in the front teeth.
Credits po sa owner.
The scene where Daniels McDonald
Have you ever
character
gone out with someone that had no teeth at all?
Olympia asked Mallory to take care of her child if anything happens to her is also very telling. Olympia speaks about feeling like a burden because she was spoiled her whole life and all that love made her soft. Both women are pregnant now. Despite
Pregi si Mom, shit! Hala siya.
And despite their different backgrounds are at the mercy of the same invisible force. I think this is commentary on gestational and postpartum depression.
Postpartum depression. So what do you mean by postpartum depression? So kapag kapanganak mo pa lang sa baby mo, ibig sabihin nun, meron kang, it's not just like mental illness, it's just for a meantime depression, ibig sabihin nga ng postpartum. Sensya na po sa mga tao dito po kasi maingay po talaga sila kasi masyado po sila mga papansin.
Tama.
Ngayon na. Sana. Almost all of the characters are dealing with grief to some degree, especially Mallory and John Malkovich's character. They both watch their loved ones commit suicide. So suicide is not the answer to go to suicide. The answer in the problem is to pray and to talk to God. This shows that suicide doesn't just affect the victim but also the people around them. In the end, we see that the only way for Mallory and her kids to survive is by using their voices. Now we go rewatch the movie and stop looking at things at face value. That kind of observation is what the film is trying to get you to stop doing. It's so much deeper than that. So, story goes on and have a day. Good night!